Ben here with Ben Ventures, and I'm on the road again to a little camping adventure back at the lake. The lake is calling me. It's wet, it's cold, it's rainy, but I love it. I got my tarps ready to go, and I think I'm gonna car camp this time just so I don't have to pack up my wet gear tomorrow morning. But I'm back in Sasquatch territory, back at the lake where I love to camp. This time I think I'm gonna camp on the other side of the lake. Hopefully the host will open up the gate for me and let me in on that side. And it should be a lot of fun. I'm gonna cook a lot of delicious food, so join me on this video. I hope you like it, and if you do, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Let's hit that logging road. So given that it's raining and it's pretty cold, I can imagine there's not going to be a lot of people at this site. I think on my next video I'm going to head over to a place called 20 Mile Bay, which is about 10 or 15 kilometers past this first lake. And I'll show you guys what that looks like. It's also very beautiful, but that's actually on Harrison Lake, the big huge lake, which is about 70 some odd kilometers in length. I'll put the details about the lake in the description for you guys to check out, and it's just an awesome spot. Just came across a possible future camp spot here, which looks to be right on a little creek, which is fast flowing because it's been raining quite a bit. But wow, what a spot actually. Looks like the best side is on the other side here. I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, made it to the lake. So let's go chat the host and see if he'll let me open up that gate and stay on the other side of the lake. I'm not seeing anybody here, so that's a good sign. All right, key acquired. So I'm just gonna head over to the gate and make entry into the private area of the lake. And I've been told that there's absolutely nobody there. So I'm just trying to find where that gate is located, and then I was given a key. Oh, I just found it. Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, and there's nobody on this side of the lake, so that's awesome. Looks like I found my camp spot here. Let's go check it out. Nice. Right on the lake. I think what I might do though is go to that other spot because there's more tree coverage, so I can set up my tarp over the fire pit where needed. This one's a little bit further away from the car as well. So I think I'm gonna grab the other spot, which is 30. Well, my cordage is absolutely a disaster. It all unraveled. That's fine. I should have enough to set up the tarp here, so let's keep this going. All right, well, I had to relocate my tarp. It was just too close to the fire pit, so just put it kind of in the middle there. And really it's just meant to sort of keep my firewood dry, even though it's in my car, but eventually I'm gonna have to take it out and set up my sleeping system. So for now it'll do. If it starts to pour rain, I can just get underneath it with my chair. I'm gonna see about maybe moving the fire ring closer to the tent, so if I do want to chill out underneath, I can. It's not very high though. I forgot to bring my poles to raise it up a little bit, so I could find a stick or something, a long stick to raise it up, but I think it's okay for now. But I'm going to start thinking about getting a fire sorted here, splitting some wood, and lunch, because I'm hungry. Just going to be hot dogs for lunch today, but for dinner I got some really delicious food that I brought, so let's get some fire going here. So this jacket I'm wearing here, I just got it from Costco. And honestly, I'm sweating. It keeps you so warm. I don't remember the name of the brand, but I'll put the information in the description. But wow, I can't believe how warm this thing is. I've got another piece of gear I want to test out on this trip as well. I tested it on one of my previous ones, and it's just one of those plug-in heated vests. And so I'm going to test that a little bit further. But right now I'm absolutely cozy in this jacket. And again, I got it from Costco. Very happy with it. And it seems to be keeping relatively dry, so that's good. But yeah, I've got a decent amount of firewood and a sweet spot. I think what I'm going to do first is maybe just walk over to the lake and have a look and see how beautiful it is out there. There's a ton of these mushrooms here. I don't know if you can tell me what kind they are. I have no idea. I'll put it off for you guys. Huh. And it's littered with mushrooms all over the place. Pretty cool. No idea if they're edible or not. I'm not testing that theory. But yeah, I think I'm gonna head back to camp here and maybe start thinking about getting lunch sorted, because I'm getting hungry and thirsty. I brought my hot pot stove that I typically use for these. Just easy. It's not too cold a temperature, so it should work fine. Like I said, it's only 8 degrees or so. So yeah, I'm gonna fire up a couple hot dogs and mow down on those. Alright, so I'm going to crack a beer here now. One of my favorite beers is Leffe, and it's super, I don't know how dark it is, but it's a blonde ale, and it's very, very good. It's quite strong though, it's got subtle notes of vanilla. Try this out, Leffe, super delicious beer. Oh, that's good. I am hungry. Can't wait to mow down on these. So these are just smokies with jalapeno cheese in the middle. Ooh, this pan's running hot. I kind of forgot to bring my mustard. I was hoping to bring mustard because I like ketchup and mustard on mine, but I super forgot. Yeah. There you have it. Easy peasy lunch. Alright, I'm going to mow down on this and start splitting some wood, I think. Get a fire sorted, because it is starting to cool off a little bit. I gotta take the sweater off. I'm actually too warm right now. Oh, that's better. Much better. Ooh, let's get this fire started. There we go. Fire going. All right, well, I'm gonna go on a bit of a hike. I want to see what's going on in my surrounding area. So I believe the trail I'm about to hit takes me to Harrison Lake, which is just a massive lake. It's about 70 something kilometers long. So I'm gonna try and get there through this little trail that I found through the campsite here, and hopefully I can locate it. And apparently there's also a waterfall somewhere along the way. Not the clearest of trails, but it will suffice. I still can't believe how warm this jacket is I got from Costco. Man, I've been standing under the rain here and there, and it's really held its own. I'm so warm. It's pretty boggy on this trail here in some spots, but yeah, I'm so comfortable with this thing. Whew, muddy. Let's see how long this trail goes, and if it'll take me to Harrison Lake. I can see the lake from here. You see, just past those trees. But yeah, already it's pretty marshy. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be able to go that way. Looks like the water levels are too high, actually. Huh. And I don't have the right footwear for this either. So already, even though I just started this trail, I think I'm going to have to turn back, because the water level is so high. That's unfortunate. Well, I tried my best to get through that trail, but it looks like it's kind of flooded out a little bit. And I haven't seen any fish jumping in the lake here. So it's kind of one reason why I didn't bring my fishing rod. I didn't think the fishing would be all that great today. All right, I think it's time for me to set up my sleeping arrangements. And tonight I'll just be sleeping in the car with a heated blanket, so that should be pretty comfortable. But I'll set it up right now and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Now I'm just going to connect my, well, not connect it now, but my heated blanket, I'm just going to put it inside of my sleeping bag here so that I'm nice and cozy. Let's close this up. Let's put that through there. Let's get this going here. Now I probably don't need the sleeping bag really. I could probably just sleep with this by itself, but it's just nice to have something to curl up into. All right, it's stuck. There we go. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, so that's my sleeping system for tonight. Got my heated blanket there, and I'm going to plug it into my Ecolabs thing tonight, my mobile charging station. And there's different settings with my heating blanket. I don't know what you have at home, but this one's just called home, and there's a high, medium, and low. And I just use low. It lasts for about 4.5 hours to 5 hours. But I find after the battery dies, it still keeps my body warm up until the morning when I wake up. So yeah, it's great. I'm gonna sleep comfortably tonight, I'm sure. Maybe I'll crank the windows open a little bit so it doesn't steam up in the car. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Stoked. There's a slight slope on the back of this particular car, which is the 2022 RAV4 hybrid. I found in the older RAV4 hybrids, there was way more of a slope, and I think that's because of the battery. The battery was getting in the way. But this one's definitely a lot more flat, so I should be able to sleep much more comfortably tonight, hopefully. All right, well, it's getting a little cool out, as you can see on my breath. I'm going to continue to test out this iHood product that was sent to me. It's just a heated vest with a battery, so I'm going to test it out and see how it continues to do. So far, I've been very happy with it. So let's put this bad boy on and try it out. So I got the vest on here and the lights turned on. I kind of feel like Iron Man with this light. But yeah, the company is called iHood. They sent this product to me, so I guess you could say it's a sponsored video. But instantaneously, I'm starting to feel heat on this thing, and the fitting is quite good on it. So I'm pretty happy with it so far. So I'm going to give it like 3 or 4 hours, test it out. I'll maybe switch it from the hotter temperature that it's on now to a sort of a moderate to lower temperature to keep me just warm enough, because the fire is keeping me warm enough. So I'll let you guys know how well it does. I'll put the link in the description for the company, but so far I'm very happy with this product. But I'll let you guys know. Well, I'm getting hungry. Time for dinner. I just gotta grab the potatoes, peel them up, and boil them. And I'm gonna make some mashed potatoes and ribs. And these mashed potatoes, this ingredient, I'm telling you, just makes the mashed potatoes so good, so good. But yeah, I'm just gonna get my chopping board and a few of the other stuff, tools that I need, and we'll get dinner started. So for the potatoes, I'm sure a lot of you already know this, but you just stick a fork in it. If it's really soft when you put the fork in it, then the potatoes are done. So they take a while to boil up. So it's probably another 10-15 minutes or so. So we'll wait for those to finish off, and we'll mash them up, and then we'll get the ribs started. All right, potatoes are nice and soft. Very quick to break into. So these are ready. I'm going to strain them, and we're going to mash them. Look. Whoops. Get some of that dirt off there. Boop. Add some cream. And the secret ingredient here is Boursin spreadable cheese. This one is truffle flavor, truffle salt. There's other flavors that you can use, but we're just going to use half of this. We don't need the whole thing, so I'm just going to cut it in half. Let me tell you, this makes a world of difference for your mashed potatoes. A world of difference. Let's mix it up. Look at that. Oh, nice and buttery and cheesy. So good. All right, let's try these ribs out. They've been cooking for a while. Ooh, grill's hot. Let's try these out. Just falling off the bone. Oh, that's good. Look at that. That's good. It's really starting to rain right now. I'm so glad I'm not staying in a tent tonight. There's no wet tent for me to pack up tomorrow morning, but I do have to pack up my tarp, and I've got a lot of stuff outside right now, including my camera gear, so I might bring some of that stuff into the car before I go to sleep. So far, the heated vest is doing pretty good. It's keeping me nice and toasty. I'm liking it. It's working quite well. So I will take it on all of my next adventures for sure. My next camping adventures and hiking adventures. Oh, those ribs are good. But yeah, I'm going to hang out by the fire for a while. Mow down on some of these ribs. And just enjoy the night. You know, as I walk through this campground, I can't help but wonder about the Sasquatch. You know, I'm a skeptic, obviously. If I don't see it, I don't believe in it. Same thing with ghosts. You know, but it's very possible that it was an ape that was walking around the lands back then. But I also question, you know, why didn't they find any skeletons or leftover bones from a Sasquatch over the years when people have traveled through British Columbia and other areas where they say Sasquatch exist. So, I don't know. I'll always remain a skeptic until I see one. But man, it'd be pretty freaky to see one, that's for sure. I try to peek around. I try to look in the woods to see if there's any out there, but so far, no luck. You hear sounds and stuff in the woods, but that's just the forest being the forest, you know, leaves falling, trees, branches falling. It is still quite spooky. Alright, well, I'm nice and cozy in the back of the car here, and I'm ready for bed. I'm so tired. It was a lot of fun today. But yeah, I'm going to plug in my heated blanket. I'm just going to plug that in to there. And I'm going to watch a movie on my tablet. And I'm just going to sleep until I wake up. But I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Good night. Morning, folks. As you can see, I've got my jacket on, ready to break down camp. I slept pretty good last night, actually. I'm glad I didn't tent it out there because my stuff would have been soaked. So I'm going to break up camp and put my tarp away. It's the only thing that's really wet, and my rope. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, that bell notification to be notified when there's new videos from me, which is typically every week. So thanks for the support, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.